Denice, I can't tell you how much it has meant to me to work with you all these years in the Shakespeare Festival. You're one of my best friends. I love you. The things that we've experienced in the park together, so many brilliant moments. You know the stories, we shared them together. And I'm gonna so much miss being able to show up at rehearsal, stand next to you, watch you work your magic, watch you solve problems, watch you share your joy that you have in doing theater. I don't know which is more satisfying to me is when we have a terrible obstacle to overcome that is unexpected, or when things go perfectly all the time, which they of course rarely did. When I think of one image that stands out to me, it's the image of having Arlo serve as a log in The Tempest that Ferdinand had to pick up and move, and then when he would turn his back, Arlo would run all the way back and get back into the pile and have to be moved again. And the audience sharing the love and joy and the cleverness of that. That's one example of so many brilliant things you did. I wish you the best moving forward. I hope we get to work together again. I hope, of course, you'll always be my friend, but thank you so much for the joy and effort that you gave to the Shakespeare Festival. I love you, Denice.
Hi, Denice. It's David Alford. Congratulations. My favorite Denice Hicks memory. So a couple of decades ago, maybe actually it was even longer, Tennessee Repertory Theater at the time was undergoing a leadership transition. And so Denice and Renee Copeland and I went in and pitched their search committee what we thought was a really cool idea. The idea of combining all of the companies together and pooling our resources and making one large theater company in Nashville. We could still do all the same programming, but we would have a deeper funding pool, be able to pay actors more, and continue the same outreach, but just share our resources, much like Actors Theater of Louisville had done a couple of decades prior. We were very excited about this, and we went in and we pitched their search committee, and it did not go well. We were lectured for several minutes about how business works and about how corporations operate, and we were told, and I quote, that it was naive of us to think that we could run a multi-million-dollar arts organization. So Denice was sitting next to me, and I look over, and her hands were gripping the table so tightly that her knuckles had turned white. And she said, "Well, I think it's naive of you to think you can run a theater company without any artists." I will always treasure that moment. Anyway, thank you, Dee, for being fierce, for being a warrior, for your years of service, and for always fighting the good fight.
Hi, I'm Becky Baker, Chair of Theater at Lipscomb University and also the former Education Director at Nashville Shakespeare Festival. What I love about Denice Hicks is her sheer energy. She is a force to be reckoned with. This woman used to literally run around the park when she was working to get from one place to another, to be efficient, and because she was so full of passion and excitement. And I've never forgotten just that she loved to play. Her creativity, her playfulness, her sense of fun, these are huge. And she really likes to see people shine exactly as who they are and bring what they have to all their work. She is the biggest cheerleader of theater in Nashville and has been to more shows than many of us will ever dream of. We love you, Denice.
What we have here is the Studio 10 coffee cup. And, oh, hi, Denice Hicks. Yes, she is amazing. The first show I saw here when I came to town in December was Macbeth, and I'm in the Turner Theater. Anyway, it was extraordinary because she's extraordinary. I give her all my love and wish her the best in her continued success right here at Studio 10, where she will be directing Crimes of the Heart next season. I love you, Denice.
Hello, Denise. Renee Copeland here. I'm very happy to find out that you are being honored and celebrated for your long and illustrious career with Nashville Shakespeare Festival. While I was in Nashville, I got to watch you lead your company with integrity and love, and I also got to direct you now and then in a play. So I know a couple of things about you from experience. For example, I know that you are fearless, utterly fearless, wildly imaginative, funny, smart, and genuinely committed to putting good work in the world. I relish our history together and think fondly on rehearsals for Much Ado About Nothing and Night of the Iguana and the importance of being earnest. And I remember this time we used to meet regularly as artistic directors for Jesus over margaritas and solve all the world's problems. I also remember how game you always were for any collaboration between our companies when I was artistic director for Nashville Rep. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be your friend, and I congratulate you with all my love.
Hi, Denice. Congratulations on your retirement from Nashville Shakespeare. I want to thank you for the impact that you have made on so many people, including myself. In the short 3 years that I have been in Nashville, you have made me feel welcome. You have been encouraging for me. You've been supportive of my work, and that means a great deal for me. I want to thank you for being you and being courteous, kind, compassionate, and loving. And for the many, many people that you have impacted through your work over the years, not just at Nashville Shakespeare, but also the Nashville theater community at large, you have made a lasting impact on many artists and audiences. And it's something to be proud of and something to celebrate. And I celebrate with you. I wish you well. I look forward to working with you again, and congratulations.
Hello, Denice. In true Shakespearean fashion, we all know that we cannot compare you to a summer's day, because as lovely as a summer's day is, it can never measure up to you. You are a multifaceted gem of a lady, Denice, a true artist who in the best classical sense knows not only how to delight and to instruct, but most importantly, how to encourage and to inspire. You make it your business to love others and life itself well through the telling and the living of a good story. I believe the best and most important direction you ever gave to me was not on stage, but off. I remember after my first audition with Nashville Shakespeare Festival in the early 2000s, I did not receive a call back. Shortly thereafter, I was playing at a local music venue, and you made it your business to come by, kindly and emphatically encourage me about my audition, and told me in no uncertain terms not to give up. I've not given up, and I won't. Thank you for all you've meant to me as a teacher and as an actor. And as you all have always said to us on stage, onward and upward. God bless you in your future.
Hey, Denice, thank you so much for all of the dedication, hard work, inspiration, and love you've poured in to this community and to artists like me. You've made Nashville a better place, and we can't thank you enough. I love you.
Denice Hicks is a wonderful hero and a wonderful inspiration of mine. She is one of the best teachers, best directors, best collaborators, best performers that I've ever had the pleasure to work with, and I learned more from her in my 10 years of living in Nashville than anywhere else at any time. She is the fairy godmother of Nashville theater, and there should be a statue of her in Centennial Park. Everywhere you go in Nashville, people know her, know of her. She is as famous as a person can be that's not in country music in Nashville. And everyone loves her, has kind things to say about her. And she did it the old-fashioned way, just by being wonderful at what she does and being genuine and being appreciated and respected for it. Congratulations, Denice. It wouldn't be the same city without you. Thank you.
Denice, congratulations on your retirement from the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. Very well deserved. That company would not be what it is today without your blood, sweat, and tears and artistic leadership. Thank you for the gift you've given to the Nashville area. I saw you perform at the Tennessee Repertory Theater back in the 80s, met you soon after that, and then got to join with you and the rest of our little band of rebels over on Charlotte Avenue and in Centennial Park to help build up Dark Horse Theater and the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. I so enjoyed that time and learned a lot. I remember you saying, we can save the world through theater. And I've used that phrase many times, always crediting you for it, of course. But I think it's true, we can, and I look forward to doing that. Appreciate all the hard work you've given to the Nashville theater community and what you have done for us. I look forward to seeing you on stage and all into the second phase of whatever you're going to do next. I'm very much thankful that I get to call you my friend. Take care.
Hi, Denice. It's such a pleasure to celebrate you and your decades of contribution to theater in Nashville. I have so many happy memories of working with you, from Twelfth Night to Shakespeare's Case, Merry Wives of Windsor, Richard III. One of my happiest memories is when we were doing Richard III together at the Trout. It was the Winter Shakes that year. And of course we had some snow days. And I remember on one of these snow days, all the public schools canceled except one homeschool group of about 15 kids. So of course, being the can-do artists that we are, we did the show for them. And I'll never forget when the curtain opened. There were about 15, 12-year-old kids on the first two rows. And as we began singing, "There's No Business Like Show Business," I realized there were more people on stage than there were in the audience. But then I had this moment, this sweet moment of realization that I was among a very strange and wonderful group of people who were giving 100% to this small group of kids as if it was a full packed house. I'll never forget that. I want to thank you for providing so many of us the wonderful opportunity to perform Shakespeare in Nashville. May you be blessed in the years to come and richly rewarded for your work. Grow old along with me. The best is yet to be. Thank you, Denice.
This is a tribute to Denice Hicks and the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. I was very fortunate to be the stage manager for the Scottish tragedy for Winter Shakes, and that finished its run in February of 2020, just shortly before everything shut down with the pandemic. I was fortunate also to be on board the following summer when those first tentative toe in the pool, trying to reach normalcy with Twelfth Night. And this just goes to show how tenacious and courageous Denice was to keep things going, to feel that community is everything. And that's why I think that she should be lauded and congratulated. The community of not just theater and the artists, but of Middle Tennessee and this entire region that has been served by NSF and Denice, that I can't say enough about her guiding influence, that the importance of community has kept her going and kept the festival going and serving so many people. It's beyond important. And I just want to thank and congratulate Denice for all her efforts. Thank you.
Hello, Dee. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about how valuable you've been to the Nashville theater community and just to the community in general, because I know you're hearing that a lot, and that is important. But what I really want to acknowledge is the time that we spent working together and your friendship, and how you are a wonderful friend to so many people. And even though we're going to see you move on and move away from the Nashville Shakespeare Festival, we're all going to be watching to see what you do with your next journeys and how you spend life post-retirement. We can't wait to hear about all the places you travel, the things you do. So it's an exciting new chapter, and we're excited for you. So congratulations on your retirement, and we love you.
Hey, Denice, what can I say? You were the one who gave me my first equity contract. It helped propel me to the stage management career that I've had, and I am eternally grateful for that. You are my friend. I have loved going out with you to Drifters and have nachos and to play cornhole, or just to go out after a very long, hot rehearsal at Shakespeare in the Park. Do you remember when, in Shakespeare's case, the school had to leave early because of snow, and suddenly we had to cut the show on the fly, on stage, and the four of you, the four actors, including you, were passing messages back and forth on stage so that we could get the show done on time. And it was done. And that was because of you. You knew the show, you knew how to cut it, you knew how to make it work. And it was great. It's one of the best things, I think, that happened with me at Shakespeare Festival. You are going to be missed at Shakespeare Festival, but I know that you've got great adventures ahead, and I cannot wait to see what those are. Thank you, my friend.
Denice, 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 Denice. So I have to, in under a minute, tell you all the amazing things I love about you, which is impossible. This should go on for hours and hours and hours because there's so many things. I think I already told you this actually, but so my very first theatrical experience where I was like, I really want to be an actress, was watching you in As You Like It and A Midsummer Night's Dream. I think I did those shows like 2 summers in a row, and I was totally obsessed with watching theater, particularly you. And then I had the incredible honor of being an APCO member with you as a teacher, and I remember being totally starstruck. And you said something once to another student. You said, be real rather than dramatic. And then you gave this glorious, kind, humble speech about telling a story and letting the story be the star, and you, the actor, just sink into the story. It's not about getting attention, it's about humbly telling the story on the page. And so to be real rather than dramatic. And I had a note in my folder at NYU all through my time in New York and throughout. I still have that note that says be real rather than dramatic. And it also has helped me in life to just be like, you know what? I'm not the star. I don't have to be the star. I'm just gonna be real, be authentic, be myself rather than dramatic. And you've just changed my life with that little thing. You also introduced me to that man back there, my Orlando. Can you say something to Denice?
Am I supposed to come over here now?
Yes, say something to Dee.
Hey, Denice! The truth is, you're probably the reason I'm married.
She very much is the reason.
I mean, if it wasn't for Denice, we wouldn't know each other.
No, we wouldn't. And we wouldn't have that little human.
Nope. Or that one that's wandering very far away.
Way far away, who I need to go get. We love you, Denice.
We love you so much. Thank you for everything you've ever done.
Hey, Denice, congratulations. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there with you. As they say, life is a rehearsal, and well, I think that's what they say. But it was because of a rehearsal. I'm in the middle of doing a show, so I couldn't make it. But I did want to say thank you so much for including me in the Nashville Shakespeare Festival back in the 12th night days and many shows after that. It was a pleasure to work with you. It was a pleasure to work with the festival. And I really, truly appreciate the fact that you not only took a chance on me, but that you incorporate composers of all sizes and shapes in your shows and instrumentalists in the Nashville area. I think we owe you a lot for doing that for the community and for just theater in general. So good on you for doing that. The second thing also I wanted to reach out because I can. Is to say thank you for our relationship with you and Jack. Having all those times we had together around your kitchen table and on the front porch, just hanging out and talking about life. And then obviously through working together in production meetings and rehearsals, and then of course those ridiculously hot shows. Those were all very, very special times for me. So once again, congratulations, and I wish you the very best, you both the very best, and I hope our paths cross again.
My love is as deep as the ocean blue, stronger the longer that I love you. What's in our heart? Nothing but love. Denice, you have made my life so rich, and all of our lives so rich. You are the cultural mayor of Nashville. When I was a kid, I was a misfit, and I always wished I'd been born in another era, say the turn of the last century. And you made that dream come true in 2009 when you cast me in the vaudeville version of Richard III. And it's off with their heads on with the show in the big time. Then 10 years later, and then a couple later, after the pandemic, you'd asked Jack and I to write the music for Twelfth Night, and you cast me as the fool. And that coincided with my diagnosis with stage 4 colon cancer. And somehow you said, don't worry, there'll be an understudy. And so for 6 days a week, 5 hours a night, I was the healthiest person alive when I was first getting chemo. And I can't thank you enough. And we all can't thank you enough, so much love to you, Denice. What's in our heart? Nothing but love.
Hi, Denice. It's Ernie Nolan here. I just wanted to take a moment and wish you the best of luck on the new chapter in the autobiography after retiring from Nashville Shakespeare Festival. You're such a wonderful ambassador for the theater community here in Nashville. I can't tell you how thankful I was. You were the first person to reach out when I came to town, and that breakfast that we had at the Wash that morning was an amazing welcome and a wonderful introduction to this great town. Thank you so much for all you do. And here's to the next chapter.
Denice, congratulations. You've been a pioneer in theater, Nashville, and I know across the country, but in particular, Nashville, where you're one of the co-founders of Nashville Shakespeare Festival. Quite a feat. You've been here a lot of years. It was my joy to be able to share the stage with you. So many times, thank you for hiring me. But as you transition to your new duties and new challenges, I wish you well. You have all my love in the world. Again, congratulations on a wonderful career. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Denice Hicks, you are the reason I moved to Nashville. You made me feel so wanted and welcome, and like Nashville needed and wanted a Tia. And that is how I got the rest of my life.
And not just hers. Thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
We love you.
Hi, Dee. I'm up here at Cumberland County in the middle of tech for Steel Magnolias, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to remind you, because I know I've told you many times, how much I love you and how much you shaped my entire artistic life. I was young when I met you, young working professional, plucky little character actress, trying to protect her big artistic heart. And I could have either done that by becoming closed off or opening up even more and realizing that I could make art the way that felt true to me and honest to me, and know that the ensemble is everything and who we do this for, and that it's not about us, and you showed me that I could have that life. And for that, I will forever be grateful. I love you so much.
Hi, my name is Claire Seiler, and from 2006 to 2010, I was the education director at the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. That opportunity was only made possible because of Denice Hicks and a chance encounter where I met her at a teaching artist retreat for TPAC. And after a series of conversations in that retreat, she came up to me and said, "Hi, I don't know you, but I really like the question that you asked." And that interaction began a 5-year friendship and an apprenticeship that has changed my life in powerful and meaningful ways. Because of Denice's generosity, her artistry, and her incredible presence in Nashville, she opened doors for me and taught me more than I can ever say. Thank you, Denice. Thank you, NSF, for the opportunities you provided and for so deeply changing who I am for the better.
Hi, Denice.
Hi, Denice. I really enjoy your cryptic posts of colorful blocks. I don't know what they mean, but maybe one day I'll figure it out.
Brian doesn't play Wordle. We love you, of course. You have been our friend.
For a long
time. Many years.
Long ago.
I want to thank you for always employing me and believing in me and what I could offer to the Shakespeare Festival. Yeah, you were one of the first ones to take me under your wing, and I will always be indebted for you for that. And Brian enjoyed taking care of your dogs.
Oh, yes. That was a while ago. But mostly, I want to thank you for being a dear friend. That's the perfect word. From day one, and we will always be friends. Always. Forever.
Yes, indeed, we will. That ain't going away.
Nope.
All right. Bye.
I'd of course seen Denice many times on stage, but I first came into personal contact with her when we did a production of Macbeth, directed by Mac Perkle at Nashville Rep, then known as Tennessee Rep. And of course we talked about art and metaphor and the power of theater. And what struck me about Denice was her generosity and her honesty and her true love of the performing arts, and particularly of that of theater. And as I think about her and reflect on her time, I can't help but be amazed by the thousands of people that she's not only touched just on stage in terms of audience members, but also the many, many artists that she has encouraged and talked art with. And for that, I thank her and want to say congratulations and good luck on your next steps.
I'm learning double bass. E, A, D, G. I remember those by thinking everyone adores Denice Hicks. Didn't know what to do with the G. We first met through Dark Horse, and then I believe Existo and Tennessee Rep, I believe, and then NSF, I'm certain. And there is no safer place for an actor than beside or in the proximity of you, Denice. There is no one more present or generous or playful or hardworking or deserving of respect than you. No one more gifted at connecting with fellow actors and crew and production and the audience. My God, no one connects with an audience like you, Denice. To be with you is to have your full attention, which is a powerful thing, because you are joy and love and kindness and beautifully bridled power. You are a force of nature. But most importantly, you're my friend. And you are rare. And I love you. And I'm going to toast you with some good North Carolina bourbon whiskey. And this is about my 11th shot at this, getting it right. And so I'm feeling it. Here's to you. Woo. God love you.
Hi, Denice. Congratulations on your retirement. It was actually hard to try to narrow down what I wanted to say for someone who has had such a profound impact in so many different ways on the audiences in this area and also the artists in this area. You've been responsible for some amazing theater as an actor, as a director, as a producer. And I hope you're proud of that. You should be. It's amazing work. But I think there's something that you're probably even more proud of. And that's what I wanted to talk about. And that is your ability to see things in people and believe in them, even before sometimes they can see it in themselves or believe in themselves. Yes, the Apprentice company, all those young artists who have come through your program, who have learned and been trained and been given that experience, and many of whom have gone on to do amazing things. And I'm sure we'll hear from many of those in these videos. But also the artists who've worked with you. You knew me as an actor, as a fight director, stage manager, and that's it. You saw me direct one school show, and you saw something. And you came to me and asked if I had thought about directing professionally. And that belief in me, even before I could see it in myself, really did launch me into this next phase of my life. And it's been incredible. And was I ready? No, probably not. But you took the risk, and you are so good at that. You are the most collaborative person I've ever worked with, because you give people a chance. You give them a chance to shine in new ways, in ways that they don't always even think are possible. And even before they can see it in themselves, you see it in us. And I hope you are so proud of that, because it has meant the world to me. It's changed my life. Thanks for everything, Denice. I love you, and I can't wait to see what's next for you. See you around.
Denice has been a presence in my life for the entirety of my career. She was a presence from an educational standpoint before that. And what I have gained in my relationship with her is immeasurable. Not just a question of knowledge of Shakespeare or knowledge of the craft, but kind of a holistic view of how to be an actor and how to approach life as an actor in order to be fulfilled and to do your best work, as well as feel good about the work that you're doing. I can't imagine what my life would have been like if I hadn't gotten to do Caesar with her. Doing Macbeth, doing Merry Wives. I gained so much from every outing with her, even as a stage manager for the company afterward. I can't imagine Denice Hicks not being a part of my life and what my life would be without that influence. You're a marvel. You're a wealth of information. You're a well-rounded person, and you're good for the soul. Thank you, Denice.
Good evening. My name is Brian Russell, a poor player that has strutted and fretted numerous hours upon the Nashville Shakespeare Festival stage, among others. And I'm here today in the basement of 161 Raines Avenue, also known as NPT. It is here, behind me, where NSF stores the magic. And behind me you'll see the columns and benches from Shakespeare's case. You'll see crowns and scrolls, costumes over here in the corner, t-shirts behind me, programs, and numerous other things that belong to the festival But the real legacy is the guest of honor tonight, Denice Hicks. Folks, how can you truly express the full aspect of a person like Denice, who to me is colleague, peer, director, actor, collaborator, and above all, my dear, dear friend? How can I express to you how close she is to me? As close to me as family, and in many instances, even closer. How can I tell you of someone who notices when you're at your lowest point, and with a smile, a hug, a few words of encouragement, or that infectious laugh of hers, lift you 10 feet off the ground and make you feel so special. And in my case, on the other side of the coin, she can use that notorious and unique passive-aggressive style of hers and make you feel humbled, cajoled, getting your feet totally back on the ground and keeping me from being the asshole that I truly am. How can I ever adequately express the gratitude and thankfulness for her belief in me, for her faith in my talents and what I can offer to her production and her company? Numerous times, on stages as small as CLEs and the Southern Festival of Books, all the way to Belmont, the Bandshell, One City, and points in between. I can't. So instead, I'll just say, I love you, sis. Congratulations on your well-earned and well-deserved retirement. Thank you so much on behalf of me and all the other fellow artists for your leadership and your stewardship in this company. Godspeed in your journeys that lie ahead for you. And of course, any and every time, breakfast at Cracker Barrel is always ready, always available, and always on me. Denice, you are indeed the stuff that dreams are made of.